Platonic friends. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, peoples.
Hello, happy people.
Oh my gosh, I love your shirt, Rick.
Oh, let me see. I'm not yet in the stream.
No, did you find the Master Sword yet?
Nope, just the wooden sword so far.
Skip the advertisement.
Wait a minute. That balloon reminds me of balloon fighters.
Yes, I know it's the Super Bowl this weekend. Let me see the shirt!
Are you in the US market? That means you are interested in this.
Aw, the shirt. It's like the Triforce.
Hooray, you defeated Wood.
Finally. We've been forced to live under the tyranny of wood for far too long.
Awesome lightsaber shield, yeah.
Beach pirate ship.
Hello, Ron Rab. Hello, Zeronian Entity. Hello, Russian Cookies. Who else we got out there in chat land tonight? Don't be shy.
He's not wearing the Triforce. He's wearing the Mitsuroku. Definitely has no relation to a video game of any kind.
Yeah.
Nintendo don't
Definitely
see.
not that one. You know, that one.
Snap. Look at those monsters. They have happy faces on them.
They're all monsters.
Murder!
But they're happy monsters. Look, even
But
happy
they're-
plants.
They're monsters, and they have junk in them. We want their junk.
You said it, not me.
Monsters now have a right to complain about your sword swinging action.
Come down to Rick's junk pile. I want your junk.
Y'all, just gonna keep on talking about wanting people's junk, huh? Do I even have to say anything at this point?
Nope.
So he's gifted a subscription to Stoker Bramwell.
Wait, what? Thank you! Golly gee willikers, gosh darn heckin' fuck.
He says down at the Super Bowl. There you go. Now you no longer have to watch ads.
Yay! Oh. Promise myself I would cry!
And these guys
Now, the
have...
question is, Stoker, why were you not already subscribed, huh?
Your face.
There's a memory up here.
Did we have somebody else come in?
No.
Don't.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Just making
anyway.
sure.
well.
So long as we don't have to acknowledge anybody.
Hello, Jonas.
Hello-ness.
Yes. What up?
What's going on?
What's going on? I'm tired. How are you?
That's a mood.
You know.
I mean, I can believe so. You cracked a lot of art today.
Yes, I do.
Please don't break any real
That's just
vibes.
what I can share.
Such perfect facsimiles of the real thing.
I know, right? What the hell?
Those jars have feelings, you know.
My secret power. Oh no, wait,
I
my secret
don't
power
know.
is like being caffeinated.
That's true. I seen it. I seen it with my own 2 feet.
So you don't need as fuzzy you are. Oh, all right.
Anyway,
You
let's
want to
just
smash
get
them?
on.
Yeah!
Guy with the large eyes. Look at all those eyeballs. He got a bucket on his head.
What an honor.
That's true.
That's illegal.
I like how he just says it, dude. What an honor.
Legalize Buckethead.
I don't think so. There has to be a line drop somewhere still.
There must be justice in my bucket head.
What if we can upgrade him to a pumpkin head
There you
ogre?
By the way,
That'd
if you
be-
ever want to jam, type that into YouTube and you'll get some good music.
What? Justice from a buckethead?
Yes. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure what Miller's talking about.
Yes,
At this point,
it's-
I'm too afraid to ask.
It's a song called Rivers of Jordan. Is a mix of Justice and Buckethead, who are both EDM.
Wow. That's,
Not EDM,
okay.
but house.
Well, I like
house music.
Justice, so I'll go for it.
Jonas likes house music. He likes to listen to it when he's in his house.
Yes, thank you. I do like house music.
Places the house music in his house pets.
Exactly. He plays it in his house, which is where he keeps his house pets.
Sure.
No, excuse me. Maybe it would be his house pets.
There could even be a fourth layer to that. Who knows?
Who knows how far the house rabbit hole goes? Not me.
I like recurring.
Yeah, if you play with house pets in your dollhouse that's sitting in your house, then it is your house pets.
What if it's house dog pet?
Everyone asks house pets, but no one asks what pets.
Yeah.
What about cat pets and dog pets and blah 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 yada yada yada?
Yeah, what about that?
What
They'll
about?
ask house pets, but nobody asks why pets.
Rick, try using your bombs. You might be able to just drop them.
Wait, you have bowling bomb.
It's a bowling ball with a firecracker in it.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
That's
or it
hard.
could just disappear.
There it goes.
that's always an option.
Man, those poor bowling balls.
They know what they did.
Uh-oh.
Here, a pat on the head.
Yay.
Aw, head pats.
Everyone give a little head pat.
Is this a therapeutic game? Like, is this a feel punk game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I figured.
I'll write
Very
down the
much
amount
so.
as best I can.
See, because it's all about him wanting to play with his big sister, but his big sister's like busy with school and stuff.
Yes.
So he's trying to come up with an adventure to get his big sister to go play with him on.
And then as we run around, we sort of see like memories of when our character and their sister played together on this island when they were younger.
It's very feel punk, is what we're saying.
Are you feeling me, Mr. Krabs?
No. My cold index heart refuses to open to such things. Refuses. I want all my games to be just like shooty. Like Contra.
Yes. Like Contra,
Like
yes.
Contra. That actually wouldn't be a bad analogy.
Yeah, this game is exactly like Contra.
I was trying to think of the most the most macho NES era game I can come up with. There's probably some. Contra's probably one. I don't know. Maybe they're.
What about Ninja Gaiden?
Or Double Dragon.
Okay, these are good suggestions.
Oh wait, River City Ransom.
Never played
Yeah,
it.
are you a bad enough dude, Jonas?
Apparently, I'm not because I never played it. I never even had it.
Well, there you go.
I'm a
An
medium
imposter.
bad dude.
You're an impostor!
You're gonna give me imposter syndrome. Still.
Nah, I think I'm just gonna give you fake imposter syndrome.
Oh shit. It's even worse.
Oh god, you got imposter syndrome.
Exactly.
That's the
The
one.
sussiest syndrome of them all.
That's the one where you're. in
You
front of
think
a
you have
crowd.
imposter syndrome, but actually you just
Yeah.
suck. Oh no.
You're like giving a lecture and you're like, everybody, I have imposter syndrome, and someone in the audience jumps up and goes, "No, you don't. You're an imposter." And then someone else jumps up and goes, "No, you're the imposter." And then like everyone else in the audience is like, "You're all imposters," and they just get in like a
Yeah,
fight.
the guy in the front stands up and he's like, I saw Tim vent. He's the imposter.
So
You're
sus.
silly people. All of you are
Tree.
just silly, silly people.
Hold on. Game keeps controlling even though I clicked off to do something for a second.
Mm.
The game's the imposter.
Bionic Commando, Tyrion says. Oh, that's another class.
Their name is
That one.
Twig, and yet they are the floofiest thing on this island.
I like
Well, they're
she's
like-
wearing pants and the floof
Yeah.
is just going all the way into the pants, so she has very skinny legs.
That's very good. Also, the only time you're likely to hear Rick say the sentence, I like that she's wearing pants.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Weird.
It's a very rare thing to hear from Rick. Treasure this moment while you can.
Do a flip.
There's a West pants form, but they're like the pants are like on his head or something.
No,
There we
see, the West Pants form is just West as pants.
Okay.
The pants have like eyes and his little smiling furry face and everything.
Gets like the whole like Muppet
God.
mouth when he talks like, "Oh there, I'm Rick the pants." I don't know.
Now it's making me think of all the things that Rick's shape-changing powers can do. Why has he not turned Kari into a set of shoes?
You know,
Or
some
carrot.
things are just forbidden.
I'm picturing like loafers with little beady eyes.
No, yeah, they'd be like Chucks, but instead of the checkerboard pattern, it would be the spots, the hyena spots.
Oh no, they can't
Instead of
fly
chucks,
anymore.
They'd be double chucks. They'd be nunchucks.
No, I think that's
No,
something
that
else.
means that he'd go to a nunnery and practice to be a sister. That's a little different.
What if they're nunchucks with left beef?
All right, you're never
Yes,
allowed.
Jonas.
What if Chuck Norris is really a nun?
You're not allowed around pizza or nuns anymore, Stoker. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
I'm
knew
sure
this day
Stoker's
would
already been
come.
banned from every nunnery for unrelated reasons.
Listen, man. Listen, man. I can't help it if they don't take their vows seriously.
What if nuns are just Chuck Norris's power divided into nuns?
Yes.
He's right.
No? What? Oh,
Then
good.
chucks.
Boxer clipped Rick Griffin's liking pants quote.
And after the last stream of this, where we were just talking about the no pants dance,
Oh
or
right.
not the last
know.
stream of this, but our last stream yesterday.
Excellent song. Everything by Ninja Sex Party is just good.
They're definitely all fun songs.
Even the bad stuff is good.
Well,
Like the way his feet dance.
I like the. Did you ever hear the? There was this one game, Grumps, where like Danny was just listing off for Aaron's amusement different Ninja Sex Party song title ideas that they'd wanted to make but ended up discarding.
Oh yes, now I remember that, where they're just like, this is a cool saying, and we could come up with like 2 lines of lyrics and absolutely not have any idea what the rest of the song would be.
Exactly.
Isn't that how music
so
works?
it was like things like Journey to Planet Butchulon and like
it's like a Futurama episode.
I know. There was one of them that was like, nothing will ever be the same again. I've put too much ketchup on my burger. And he was like, yeah, the titles will make you laugh, but try writing a song around them.
Doesn't he say at one point, he's like, I wonder if this is what Weird Al did, where he just sat around and he's like, I got a fun idea, and then just like the next 6 hours, he's like, how the hell do we turn this into lyrics?
It's a valid question.
If I had any musical talent, I would probably write a lot of like great gibberish songs.
Yeah, we know you'd write gibberish, Jonas. We're all very well aware.
I'd probably make like outsider music, where like Dada's shit, where like it starts in one genre and just turns into something else.
You know what, Jonas? There is absolutely nothing stopping you from doing that.
Well, there's the restraining order, but no, anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you doing so near me?
Yeah, right. Just sampling your vibe.
It's like a foot tall.
I just realized, are you going around with a tail?
Wait, there's a tail.
Yeah, he has a
just
tail.
Oh no, sorry. The net looked like it was a foxtail.
Small. Right. It's not like it's not like a beefy alligator tail, you know, like a real.
Oh, sorry. You know, the net was covering the tail, and I was like, wait a minute, is that a foxtail?
Nope. Chuck Testa. Yeah, who all remembers that one?
No. Chuck Testa.
Another friend. Ooh.
This is very wholesome.
Yeah, it's so good, isn't it?
I feel this natural urge to mock it, but I'm gonna try and rein it in because
Jonas, you monster. You're a double Hitler sandwich.
I know, right? With arsenic sauce. But yeah, no, this is actually really charming. Yeah, that's bad.
Yes, thank you.
Charming
like-
is even.
I don't like games that hold your hand. I like games that mug you.
So, Elden Ring then, and Dark Souls.
Oh, see, I thought you were gonna go with like pay to win mobile games.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, no. What's it called? Frickin' fuck.
Hello.
The anime titty waifu gotcha game that everybody talks about.
What?
Oh yeah, the other one that's like kind of a lot like Breath of the Wild.
No, but what's
What?
it called?
Genshin Impact?
Genshin Impact. That's it.
God.
Thank you.
Don't say that around Sean Chiplock, or else he'll get upset about you.
Yeah, he's in that
Wait,
game,
what's
isn't
he upset? Why would he get upset about me? Is he in it?
I think, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Sean. Hold on.
Oh hell yeah, I would actually play that. I mean,
Immediately
also
after you
because
say
there's
it's just an anime titty game.
Listen, I'm only going off of the advertising, okay? And the advertising has something of a distinct flavor to it, okay? I'm just saying.
Totally gonna tell Sean you said that.
Alright, someone clip it.
Actually, you know what to do. Anime wife TV.
I mean, that's all I see. That's all the ads. And you know what? More than once they've tempted me to play, so I can't say it's not effective.
Can you imagine if they just had like honest advertising, like step into a world of anime titty waifus?
I mean, I've seen ads like that.
All right, fair enough. Boy, they just... Yeah, Sean plays a character called Deluc, or yeah, I think that's how it's called.
Which anime titty waifu is that?
Well,
He is the owner of a winery, a nobleman of high esteem, and he had previously split ways with a knightly clan. Okay.
And he's an anime titty waifu.
He's an anime bishi.
yeah, he's got some bishi going on.
Different thing.
with some like epically red hair.
Crash, pick and stick, ancient gong, disassembler.
That sounds good.
No, I'm anti-disassemblerizer.
That's a bona fide disassemblerizer in mint condition.
Sean, if you do hear this, I hope you know that I'm just kidding around.
You monster.
And also that I just really, really, really enjoy saying the words anime titty waifu.
No.
You being a menace? Say it ain't so.
Say it ain't so.
And suddenly,
No,
Lil Gator
that
Game
ain't
becomes
so.
Bioshock. Lil Gator, would you kindly destroy these cardboard cutouts?
Make us whole again, Gator.
That's Dead Space.
Yes, I know.
Didn't the Dead Space
Dead Smith?
Remake, yes, that's why
Yes.
GC's bringing it up, because he's been playing it.
Wrenches
it's like-
wrenches are, well, not exactly a thing. It is an engineering theme, so I said, yeah, why not?
I go find those pumps.
I just say.
Awesome.
I read that,
I
but
like
I
that.
missed this up here.
Oh, I didn't.
Who's all in chat? We have a pretty good turnout. Let's see. Okay, 32. Chat, I have a question for you. If you
Doesn't involve anime titty waifus.
all right, look.
Go on, Jonas.
If you could push a button and eject Stoker into the stratosphere, would there be an ethical dilemma? No. All right. So seriously, if you could design a game in any genre and you had like a decent budget, what genre of game would you make it be?
Thinking about a hard RPG.
Oh, okay.
Guess what I'm gonna say?
Sure, Stalker.
Eki game? Or Etchy game?
I think it's pronounced Aichi. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I when I first saw it, I was like, "Ech."
Ah, this is
Yeah, game.
Aki. It's an Aki game.
Well, I have been tempted to think of visual novel.
Oh,
Visual
yeah?
novels have
Yeah.
been pretty. Visual novels have been
Actually-
a thing lately.
I actually have had ideas for 2 or 3 different visual novels. None of which would be Twitch safe. I want to lay that right on the line.
Nice.
Okay? I have y'all know me. I have a brand. I have a couple of brands actually.
Mine would be very retro puzzly.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know.
See, the irony is I can imagine you starting a project like that, Stoker, and you have like a Discord or something for it, and there is a not safe for work channel, and then it's like, wait, why is it called not safe for work? We're literally working on...
I mean, yeah, that's kind of it's kind of how it is with some of my my project discords. It's like, wait, this is work.
Someone come up to me and say, "Hey, GC, how would you make your game cool? All right. Oh, the bot. I'd just say, I'll just have a dragon punch someone in the face. Why not?"
I mean, that's a reasonable
Yeah,
answer.
you know what? Hey, go with it.
And I was like, "I'd buy that for $1."
When you have the option of having a dragon punch someone versus not having a dragon punch someone,
the
I think there's
face.
a pretty clear in the face. Yes, that's true. That is an important detail. You are correct for correcting me. You know what? When you have the choice, I do think the decision is quite clear.
Yes. Lucas.
Movie problem needs a movie solution.
Sounds like something I'd say.
Quite a stand-up there. Your mane is radiant.
Thank you.
Your mane is radiant. Want to see a cool scab? Watch Power Fighters on DVD.
Who watches Power
He has,
Fighters?
he has sparkles on his mane right there. You can see.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Goals.
But
That's
you know
it.
what?
We're gonna go full in flirting.
I mean, all of these are great. Let's be real. They're all fantastic answers.
Gosh, Ryan, your mane is shining in the sun. It's so radiant. Everybody like the compliment. They say something nice back. I've been using soap. And speaking of that, that's one of our pleasures on DVD. I'm a down-to-earth country boy
He's going for it.
with country sensibilities, and I'm gonna save Christmas. I saw something like that in a movie once, or was it 7 different movies? All 7 times, and the same 2 people.
It's a question I often have to ask myself. Wait, did I see that in one movie or several?
Yeah, world right now. They to watch Power Fighters on DVD.
Hey, Jonas.
Sure.
On the topic of movies, have you ever seen From Beyond?
That was like 80s college experiment gone wrong, sci-fi, like dude with a thing in the middle. Yeah, like dude with a thing in the middle of his head.
Yes, yes, it was.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
been a
the same director, same production team, and a couple of the same actors that did Reanimator.
It's been a million years. That was definitely one of the movies that like my uncles were watching during a party that mom didn't want me to watch.
Yeah, I can easily see why.
Yeah.
It's such a fun, bizarre movie though.
Yeah, I vaguely remember.
Ah.
Hey,
You probably didn't care much for the eyeball munching scene, huh?
no.
For some
They
reason-
resolved it because I inserted myself and pestered them about it. Yes, that sounds right. Good job, me. Quest complete.
Nice.
For some reason, a lot of moms just don't care much for eyeball munching scenes in
Well,
movies.
she got uptight at like the cocoon guy from X-Files. Okay.
You have
He
Martin
hardly
as a
munched
shield
any
now.
eyeballs.
Yes.
Sorry, you said Rick.
You have Martin as a shield now.
Oh yeah,
You can skate on him.
He's your
just
friend.
like God intended.
Martin can take it. He's your tank.
It's like rating Epona.
They should have sent opponent.
Let's start from the beginning. It's like
It's like what? Ooh, break some pottery.
I'm waiting for Stoker to finish what he was saying. 'Cause he like choked on his own spit or something.
I did. I thought that came out clearly. I said they should have sent opponent, because you said it's like writing opponent, so it's like it's opponent. It's fuck it.
Oh, can we talk about Tears of the Kingdom and like the melted Master Sword?
No.
All right, fine.
Yeah, it looks cool. That it makes sense to me that they have to increase the stakes, I guess.
Right. I was
Finally
wondering.
going to break the Master Sword?
I'm just wondering if this is going to be Breath of the Wild 2 or Breath of the Wild 1.5, or whether it's going to be able to stand up on its own.
Well, go ahead.
I'm definitely excited for it. I'd love to. I have no reason to doubt that they're not gonna be able to knock it out of the park after what they were able to do with Breath of the Wild and having this much time as they have had. I don't know what it's gonna be.
Nobody knows. Even they don't know. The
think
development
they
is so
have-
secret that even the development team hasn't been allowed to see it.
I mean, some
I think they
companies.
have some idea.
No, they all have to code with blindfolds on. My dad works at Nintendo.
Of course.
Tyler Pumpkinski's the president.
And my dad is Doug Bowser.
I want to imagine that like everybody on the Nintendo board just inexplicably has like a Mario first name, like they'll have like Nintendo character first names or last names. You know, here's our here's our marketing director, Zelda Berkowitz. Yeah.
But nobody.
Everybody only learned about Doug Bowser when he became the new president of Nintendo, but I remember seeing his name in the credits for Nintendo Power.
Really?
It's true.
I remember.
Also,
when,
I'm just saying, y'all can call me closed-minded if you want, but I don't trust that new guy, Steve Waluigi.
Never growing up, I said first thing Nintendo does when they hire is make sure you play Nintendo all day. Nothing in, nothing out. All Nintendo.
So QA basically.
Mhm.
But yeah, we were talking about this earlier about what role is dehydrated or rehydrated Ganon gonna have?
Oh yeah, because aren't there people speculating that he might be like working with you this time?
Yeah.
If he's dehydrated, then you can just like carry him around your pack and break off little pieces for jerky every now and then.
Yes,
I believe
you're
Jonas
like
got,
the idea is
Joe-
that you're gonna have all three pieces of the Triforce somehow working together in order to conquer Demise, right? The actual big bad that started the whole reincarnation curse.
Right, he's the demon from Skyward Sword, right?
Yeah, he's the Demon King.
Come to
Gotcha.
think of it, was there a Dark Link in Breath of the Wild?
No?
No.
No.
It
don't think so.
that just dawned on me.
Well, I mean, that's only been a thing in like Zelda 2 and Twilight Princess, right? Or
No, he was also
Well,
in
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina.
oh, that's right.
But I think it only works in certain story contexts. I don't think that works too well in Breath of the Wild because it's just like, especially if maybe this one it would work. Tears of the Kingdom would work
This
better.
one.
But the idea of Breath of the Wild is that Link is a blank slate. Having a negative copy of him doesn't really work.
Except that in most stories like this, what they do is that the more the hero learns, the more of a dark side comes out of him. So it just occurred to me that might fit in narratively with this sequel.
We'll see. I am prepared to make absolutely no statements until it comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think if we had something like that, we might have something like that with Ganon, where he has an
Ganon?
internal struggle with well, not Ganon, Ganondorf, where he has an internal struggle of who he wants to be versus who he's supposed to be.
And
Right.
then he's
It'd be
dark.
interesting
Link.
to see Ganon actually get a story arc.
The one male Gerudo born every 100 or 1,000 years or whatever, like he has to do the thing. At least that's what he's been told all his life. But he's also just like, ugh, I don't want to be the
He's
evil
like-
king.
I'm bored of this.
Has he ever been Dark Link? I don't think he
I
has.
want to play football.
I want to play football. Zelda's like, okay, you two just have to cooperate for just this one road trip, okay? And Ganon like just fold their arms in the back. Are like, fine.
Well, Bowser's like that too, so why not? Why
Hey,
not
Bowser,
Ganon?
go karting with you. Bowser's a bro. He's a broski. He's like Brosidon, god of the Broshan.
What are you doing?
I'm just broing, man. I'm
There's
just
a
broing off steam.
Rhoda Boroski.
Yeah. It's
It's a shark. Yep, it's
Retainer.
a shark denture.
Tooth?
Retainer, I think.
Also, I didn't notice that next time the shark said lost it when they were getting a breath of fresh water.
You gotta appreciate that. You gotta love a good shark joke.
I saw like photoshops of a live action Zelda cast, and they had Idris Elba as Ganon, which I could do that. But then they had like Tom Holland as Link, and it just
I don't know about that one.
yeah.
And I got a feeling they're gonna come with the huge boom in video game shows and movies coming out lately. I'm sure they're gonna do a Zelda one time.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to picture.
Well, it's largely gonna.
I'm trying to picture Tom Holland as Link, and he only looks like a kid in a Halloween costume in my head.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Well,
Pro
I
ZD
appreciate-
is
Go ahead.
Pro ZT is Link. I was gonna say that a lot of what they might do next with their IP in terms of movies and stuff is probably gonna depend on how the Mario Brothers movie does. Like, I know it's gonna make money. Everybody knows that's a given. But like, how they like how it turned out, how the critics like it, etc., etc. Like how that does is gonna determine a lot.
Isn't it like it has to do double its budget at the box office, or it's not considered a success or something like that?
I mean,
It's
that's
something
like,
like
yeah, that's like
two.
most
It's like 2 or
movies
3
these days.
times. Yeah.
Because they spend a whole. See, here's the thing you need to know about Hollywood's bookkeeping when it comes to budgets. Or let me put it a different way: Hollywood's advertising when it comes to budgets.
Ooh.
You notice Hollywood only wants to talk about. Oh,
Now
well,
Ace
yes.
Attorney.
Oh, I see. You ever notice Hollywood only ever wants to talk about movie budgets when it's either extremely high or extremely low?
Yeah.
And they love to exaggerate and inflate both ways. So when they're talking about a high budget, a big budget movie, they're gonna add the cost of its marketing and promotion.
Nope, not Ace
into-
Attorney. It's L.A. Noir.
They're gonna add the
Press
cost.
X to doubt.
Add the cost of its marketing and promotion into the figures for the budget of the movie because they want to make it seem more expensive than it is. On the other hand, if they're talking about a super low budget movie, they're going to shave a bunch of budget items off to make it look like it was even cheaper than it was.
It's actually both what they're doing right here. They're mixing Ace Attorney in with like.
God, this game's so cute. Oh, hey, Fingers said Googer.
He speaks.
And Stoker's is just like, I have to acknowledge it.
Said my activation word. It's like my Manchurian Candidate / Winter Soldier thing.
God.
So when you see free quotation marks, you gotta gasp.
That is your real name. And I hope it is, because this will be a lot more confusing if it isn't. Sure, you can go.
Has anyone talked about how oddly enjoyable the little text sound effect noise is? Where they're like it's like, I don't know, it's almost like the audible equivalent of like freaking popping bubble wrap.
I want to make a game where the text sound is like a tiny little metal scrape. Like, it's just
No,
like a
no,
devil noise.
you don't.
Make
It's
it
all a
happen,
lie.
Yeah, text crawl
You're
sounds
just
are
being
like
sarcastic.
an art in and of themselves.
Or like when you get an item, the sound is like this weird metal clunk and then like a tiny scream like,
I'm down.
The two lies combine into an even stronger double lie. That means that the double lie cancels the first lie. And hey, can you say that last part again? I got confused. Fine, choose. Not even a little. I like this face on him. 1 second. One second. Discord's refusing to connect. Hold on.
For it. Not allowed.
Okay, now it's connected again.
You know, did I tell y'all about what happened with... Oh, there you are. Hello.
Oh.
Oh, is he back?
I think so.
Am I back?
I can't. Oh, you
Yeah,
are
Yes,
back.
he is.
Okay, there he is.
Discord being a
Oh.
butt again?
No, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
hear you.
Okay.
I can hear
I
you.
can hear you. It's
And-
probably waiting for you to tap back into the game for the Discord stream to start.
Let me restart the video window.
Yeah, the light. The only thing that's wrong
Is
right
the
now is I
Discord
can't see
is
it.
the stream going in Discord now?
No.
That-
no.
The
No,
only
not
thing
for
that's not
me.
working. No, not for me either.
Come on, Discord.
Okay. And go live.
All right, let's see.
I'm gonna disconnect one.
Same here, actually.
Actually, let me do that too. Hang on.
Okay. It
Okay,
should be
that
up
there
now.
it is.
There
for
it
me.
goes.
That fixed it for me.
Weird
Okay.
to say, but when one is I don't know who disconnected, but when he's disconnected, it came back on.
It was me.
when
I'm the one who
Jonas disconnected.
Oh,
My
well,
fault?
maybe it was when Jonas. I don't know. Whatever. It's
I don't know.
working.
There's something in the back end relays that's just getting gummed up sometimes, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shit is getting all shitted up.
Sockets are
Exactly.
hard because you're supposed to deal with them like there's an infinite number of them, but there aren't an infinite number of them.
It's not an infinite number of many things, honestly.
Also, I said
yeah,
that
so-
big liar to the shadow dimension forever.
Oh, we're going down ocean path. I see. Could you imagine there being a game mode called Ocean? Which basically it's like everything is they take out all the gruesome death references and change it to something cheesy.
Like Raft, but with all the.
This
with all
pump
the-
is sentenced to be opened. And you can now make a... What is that called? A deer hunter cap?
Oh, the
Deer
deer
stalker?
stalker?
Yeah, deer stalker.
I'll just start doing that. Actually, anytime they come up with something that
Just the fins. All natural gator. Hats aren't always comfortable when you have fins.
Uh.
Whatever this is, you gotta get to the bottom of it.
Elementary, my dear gator.
The tubes can be filled. Yes, the internet tubes.
The internet is tubes! No, go back to the shark. You have their dentures. Or their retainer.
I already did that.
Oh, well, I'm a dumb.
You are Burb.
Jeez, Miller.
Look, man, I have the attention span of like Anyways, what did you all do today?
Yeah. You're a Burb and baby. You are Burby.
It's a Barbie girl.
Oh my
Barbie
God.
world in the. Hey, who's looking forward to the Barbie movie?
Nope.
You are.
nope.
Listen, it looks like it's going to be nuts. I like
mean-
things that are nuts.
I mean, I like Margot Robbie and Ryan. Not Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, that
Oh.
one.
That just reminds me. I went to go see a movie today.
What'd you go see?
What is it?
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, was it your first time seeing it?
Yes.
I had
How
like
was it?
Isn't it great?
It was a very good movie.
I had like two friends. I won't spoil it, but I had like two friends. I think one of them was Stoker being like, Jonas, you really need to see this. I can't tell you why.
Keep forgetting to remind myself to
Yeah.
go watch it.
It's got there's several moments in that movie that made me think of Jonas, I'll put it that way. I'm sure you had a similar experience.
But yeah, go see it. It's good. It's very. It's awkward in kind of a Charlie Kaufman sort of way, but it's a good movie.
Yeah. I love that because I went to go see the Alamo Draft House and they have those like pre-roll things that are related to the movie beforehand. And part of it was just them showing interviews Michelle Yeoh had in like 97 when she was
Lord.
doing action movies.
Oh yeah, she did Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
She
Yeah,
did.
I did not know she did a bunch of them actually. They
Yeah,
were like,
that's
yeah,
what she
she's
used
been
to
in
be
like
known
6 or
for.
7 big movies. I'm like, I never knew her before Everything Everywhere.
I kind of vaguely knew, like I saw Crouching Tiger because my dad likes that one. He had it on DVD, but I didn't really know who she was other than like martial arts drama, wuxia kind of actress. She's cool. And then she was like the evil empress on Discovery.
Yes. I remember that. That's actually what got me starting to realize.
Oh, that's right. This memory happened before the windmill was built, so it's clipping into it. That's a shame. This is probably my favorite memory on the whole island. If only I could see the amazing visual wonder I so vividly recall just beyond this sheet metal. Oh well. Good.
See if you can clip the camera into it.
Yeah.
Lamp shading.
Ryan Gosling. That's his name, Ryan Gosling.
You're a Ryan Gosling.
I am not, but thank you. But yeah, I'll let you summarize the Barbie movie for me, and thus I will live vicariously through you.
Jonas, you can't keep living vicariously through me. Eventually, you gotta take life by the horns and shove it.
Well. Or you could do it and just describe it to me.
Yeah, yeah. Michelle Yeoh, I couldn't believe I started after Star Trek Discovery too. I didn't realize how many movies she was in back then, and now I'm like, wow, how did I miss
It's
all
the
that?
bracelet guy.
He's just doing his own thing, isn't he?
Yep.
Sure is.
We should all strive to be the bracelet guy. Boy, it's not cheap. Well, it looks like you're loaded.
Yay! Another stamina wheel. Also, there's a part in Everything Everywhere All at Once where Michelle Yeoh's character is a actress, and they go through kind of the actress's career, and part of that is they show B-roll of actual Michelle Yeoh on her own like red carpet,
Nice.
Yeah,
which
it's
is
pretty
really
clever.
fun.
There's a lot of really clever ideas in that movie.
I mean, I don't want to call it a swan song because she's clearly got a lot more left in her, but like, if this is her legacy, then it's a pretty good one.
Makes me want to see more of the directors their other projects because
Oh,
I
the
know-
Daniels brothers.
yeah, I haven't actually seen anything else by them, though I know they did Swiss Army Man.
Mm-hmm.
Which
I did
is-
notice in the credits there was also the Russo brothers, which was interesting. I didn't know they were involved here.
Have you ever seen a Netflix movie called like The Gray Man?
The Gray Man? Is he
Yeah.
in relation to the Slender Man?
Yeah, thank you. No, it's weird because it's like it's written by the Russo brothers. It stars Chris Evans as a villain, and it's really weird because it's like it almost feels like you know how some Marvel movies try to be other genres.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how it feels. Like the writing feels very I don't know how to put it. Not Marvel-y. Like it's not a comic book movie at all, but it has sort of this certain quality to it. Very
Has a
tidy
certain
writing.
je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's got Ryan Gosling as the protagonist and Chris Evans is the villain.
So what is it with all these sibling movie people now that are just so good? We got the Russo brothers, the Daniels brothers,
Well,
the
I
Wachowski twins.
I don't actually think. Don't forget the Coen brothers.
They understand conflict.
But yeah, seriously. But I actually don't think the Daniels are related to each other. I think Daniel is their first name.
Oh, all right.
It's Daniel this and Daniel that, and they just collectively refer to themselves as the Daniels.
I love my brother, but I don't think we'd be able to work on a creative project together. We'd be we'd be we just yeah.
But yeah, they're just called the Daniels. Okay. Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert,
Yeah. Them Daniels.
which they began their career creating this very famous music video. Do you know what it is?
Oh,
Is it
violence.
the
I can do
one-
violence.
Is it the one where there's like a song and stuff is happening?
All right, thank you. It's Turned Down for What?
Oh,
that
that's
was like-
right.
that was like a meme
that
for
was
a
their
while, wasn't it?
directorial debut.
That's
Right,
right. I
right,
remember that now.
At some point, I'll check that
Turned
out.
down for what?
That was like a big thing for like a whole month or whatever.
Is this thing gonna explode?
The transformation is complete.
Ash, that's why we have made our mark upon the world.
I appreciate Suzanne taking this very seriously.
Jeez Louise.
Attached to a stick with a piece of string and some lines on it, I guess. Is this it?
No more real lore.
No, thanks for the rock.
No, thanks for the see you later. Bye.
Look,
There,
Black,
we have
you never know
caveman
when-
weapon.
Okay.
Nice.
you never know when
I
that
was gonna
black.
ask, is it just a rock or is it like sharp flint or obsidian? In that case, that
No,
might
they
actually
said-
be dangerous.
Said it was basalt.
Oh, okay, it's just a rock then.
Black, you gotta listen to your
It's
blacksmith.
a
You never know
hammer,
when
not an axe.
Yeah, but I mean, if you hit someone, with it hard enough, you could still be charged with basalt.
Good luck. Anyway, I'm sorry, you were saying, GC?
I mean, you gotta listen to the blacksmith's lore. You never know when the secret ultimate weapon will be forged by them. Jeez.
True.
That's true.
Well, doesn't it have to be like in the third act? You know, isn't that the tradition? You know, when all
Yeah.
hope
Like the
is
third
lost.
act. Huh?
Oh.
The final stage.
Oh.
The final act.
Oh.
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 Oh. Oh.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh no, it's Jonas and Stoker doing their usual
Oh no,
bullshit.
SpaghettiOs.
I know that song.
Is
Oh
that
my
Tiger
good?
god,
has
is he a Naruto?
Yeah, he has a Naruto headband on.
It's
Believe
cheetah.
it.
The hanging arms and everything.
The
Oh, wait, no,
hanging
that-
arms.
Tiger. Never mind.
Got some low energy.
Tigertron. Ugh.
I've been watching Beast Wars while I do my commissions.
I'll allow it, but you go ahead.
No, that's it. I don't have a thought to follow
Man,
up
I
on.
love those. I love those beasts when they war.
I like those beasts when they're E's and all that.
I love those forms when they trans.
Man, I was actually pretty stoked that they had one of the actors coming back as Depth Charge, but still, David K as Megatron he was perfect.
I just assumed that they would recast them all. I mean, you know, that's just
That's the way it goes.
Well, I mean, they
But
even
this-
got the original voice actor of Optimus Prime back, so
right.
but yes, Canadian voice actors, of course.
Ninja Village.
You know what those are.
Mhm.
He's kitty.
You know, they're feel like this is such a Pandora's box to even mention, but I was reading about how they're also working on AI voice acting right now.
Yeah, I know. I've already heard tests of that.
Yeah. I mean, we've all heard the freaking robot voices on like Twitter videos and shit over the years.
Well, no, I
But,
mean, like I've heard, like there are some AIs that are already trained to like mimic. Like I heard one that was supposed to be Andrew.
Oh,
Lincoln's
they're in the
Pinkie
trees. Up above the village.
Pie. Nice.
One that was supposed to
I
be
think
who,
that's
Jonas?
them.
Andrea Libman is Pinkie Pie.
Hmm.
And it
Oh
sounded
my
kind
God.
of, it sounded a bit weird and robotic, but yeah,
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah.
also that's right. I remember because there's one that can do Dan Povenmire's Doofenshmirtz voice, and you just type something in and Doofenshmirtz says it because that can't
Yeah.
possibly be abused.
This disappointing.
Jonas, the one you're talking about is called 15 AI. It was actually discontinued because of
was it?
copyright concerns.
That's funny.
It was originally capable of doing the My Little Pony characters and the TF2 characters and a couple other ancillary things.
Wow, who could have believed that would have been a copyright issue?
No, right?
Time to jet, heroes.
There is the other one.
Like, my feeling about AI art and voice and stuff is not that the technology is all terrible. It's just like you need to have complete production, reproduction, and distribution rights to everything that is used as the training data for your thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you have that, then there's no concern, I feel.
Well, I mean, other than the concern that some people have that their jobs and livelihoods are literally going to be outsourced to machines now.
Well, that's the thing, right? They're just like, oh, we want to do X person's voice. Oh, but X person never gave us distribution rights because they knew it'd be used in AI, or they had a writer that just said they can't use AI.
Mhm.
And as long as you have that paperwork, then like you can have control over it.
Mm.
Like the assumption here and the problem is that a lot of these tech bros are aggressive with their ideas of ownership, in that they get to own everything and that no one else gets to own it what they make. Because there are people who then get upset that the thing they make, that they like train an AI for, then gets used on something else, and they're like, no, that's my AI.
Is that how they say it?
This, I mean, I can only assume they're whiny little children from how they act.
Did my power just flicker?
Hell no, Jonas. It's not
Well, you
allowed
can
to, though.
You can still hear me, so the router's still working. Cool. Ow.
Oh,
Yep. I'm not feeling so good about this anymore.
For some reason, Frederick says climb the big tree. I don't know what that means. Where
Yeah.
the school nerds are.
It's an ancient Italian expression.
Yes, it's an ancient Italian expression. Thank you.
Oh, his
It's
eyes
the
are white.
tree that it's the
I was
tree
gonna
that
say-
grew from the meatball and on top of
I
spaghetti.
was gonna say it's actually an ancient traditional Italian pickup line.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. He bad up for show. That horrible, horrible season.
Ninja housing, ninja accounting, ninja taxes. You know how expensive katanas are.
I don't.
I definitely don't.
Miller, how many katanas do you have?
I don't own any katanas. I
How
own
many
one sword,
swords
and I didn't buy it.
Uh-huh. You stole it.
I mean,
Miller.
technically somebody else stole it and then gave it to me.
Miller. You're not
Look,
making
just
this
never-
any better on yourself.
Look, I don't know
Climb the
where
big tree.
why my high school is missing a sword prop from its theater department. I couldn't possibly know that. I'm not in the theater club. I certainly don't know
like-
anybody who is.
I don't know where my sword dealer gets them.
I don't have any swords. I have a bunch of knives though.
Knives Out.
I mean, knives are
I
useful
do-
though.
I do think when I was in high school, I did buy like one display katana that was on sale somewhere, and I think I still have it, but I do not know where.
Uh,
I'm around. Aha.
ah.
And I also do not remember what I paid for it.
Do you have it displayed correctly? Blade facing up, handle to the left.
I don't have it displayed at all. I don't know where it is.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Miller, don't you know that you're
I'm
supposed
a
to hang
bad
on my
friend.
every word? You're supposed to pay rapt attention to every last bit of bullshit I spout.
Thought for a second you're gonna say you're supposed to pay rent for my words. I'm like, I don't know.
Yes, that's how this works now. That's
On
the
the end of
next
time.
stage of capitalism. You have to pay me for my words.
Mm-hmm. Capitalism, how?
Exactly.
And I've been last week. I was like, I was playing a lot of merchant-related games like Reciteer and Potion Onyx. And I was like, you can lose your time and it's very easy. But luckily, Reciteer is like very quick at making commands. So,
Oh yeah, that's the game where you run the item shop, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah, I played a little bit of that back in the day. I had a friend who was actually learning how to speedrun it.
Nice.
it was something new at the time. Like merchant, like being like a merchant, like similar to what they did in Dragon Quest III. You could be a merchant in that game. So it was pretty fun. Back in the days where there was no achievements.
The dark times when you had to play video games simply for their enjoyment. The horrors.
We had only 2 buttons, and dang it, that was enough.
You had to make fun on your own time.
We had only 2 buttons and one of them was self-destruct.
One to buy, one to sell. That's it.
Controllers were square. You could break your fingers
Oh my
just trying to hold
God, I love them.
them. Wow, this is just you.
This is not me. I wish I was this stylish.
I saw someone on Twitter post earlier that how they play video games with a controller, and frickin' it's the most cursed thing. It's a furry artist I follow. I cannot remember their name off the top of my head, but like apparently the way they use a controller is they lie it flat on like the desk, and then they rest their hands on top of it, and they work the buttons with like their like index fingers and middle fingers and stuff. They don't use their thumbs.
That's weird.
And I'm
It's
just
like they're-
this is the
Like
one
they're
of
typing
the,
on it.
Yeah, it's like this is one of the most cursed things that I have ever seen.
Weird. I don't know if that's cursed.
It's cursed. You may not know if it's cursed, but I know if it's cursed, and it's cursed.
They should design like a fidget cube that connects via Bluetooth and functions as a controller because it has buttons, it has an analog stick. You know, it's got a dial, it's got everything you need.
It has a personality, it has
Yeah.
hopes, it has dreams, it has an actual brain.
Throw it in the lava pit and it screams.
Just like all good fidget
It's
cubes.
Turing complete.
What were we talking about again?
I have no idea. Well, we were talking about like what's it called, like Reciteer, and then we kind of
Yeah.
topic wandered.
Oh,
As it
so we were
does.
talking about if you can make any game, what kind of game you would say, and
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
was Like I
Oh,
said,
that
I've had
was-
multiple ideas for like
Mhm.
visual novel, adventure, RPG style games, and
Right.
again, none of them Twitch safe.
I mean, I would want to make I think, a city manager game. City manager, colony builder.
Nah, that tracks.
Wait, so what's the goal here? I thought it was to hit all the stars.
No, let's hit all the monsters.
Okay.
Missing monster. There it is.
There's one more there, and there's another one just ahead of you. Yeah, alright.
The stars are just there to show you the directions, I think. You should wear like a helmet or something. Or impossible the second time. There.
The game's
Rad
like-
thrills and nasty spills.
Nice, bro. Safety first.
See, over the past couple of years, like 5 or 10 years, I've seen games like KC, Knight, and Digimon Survive, and basically visual novels in general. Made me realize maybe that would be the good, best way to start a video game career someday.
I mean, I would want to make a game as like visual novel is sort of how you have your exposition, but that's not the gameplay itself.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
that's also valid.
depends on how you do it, but I could see you doing it in a visual novel if you do it right.
Like Neon White does this, where the gameplay is a first-person platformer, but it then has visual novel sections. There's definitely a lot of, I'll say, gamers with hard R who get very annoyed about them because they're like 15 minutes long of not doing any gameplay. And it's just like, but the story.
But the
Anything I could do
story-
to annoy gamers.
Yes, exactly. That's ultimately my goal.
I would probably, realistically speaking, if I actually wanted to make a game that other people would play, I would have to restrain my usual urge to just utterly fuck with, like, you know, the audience and just actually try and construct something that's serious.
Why? The Pony
I
Island people
don't
have
believe
made a
that at
whole
all.
brand out of that.
Still want
What
to get
part
my
of this game that we've been playing is serious?
Well, okay, no, but okay. If I let my,
The sister's relationship is the only serious part.
if I actually make a game where I'm like, it's just maximum me, no one would want to play it except me, and I might not even want to play it myself. Like I might end up hating my own game because like I would just make it so insufferable.
I'll still try horror and fighting games someday. If I ever get the chance.
Nice. I've always wondered with like fighting games like Street Fighter if it takes a lot of like nimble programming to be able to have stuff where you've got all these events happening at like really precise intervals, you know, and you know,
Is the game gonna be played over the internet or not?
yeah, let's assume yeah. I mean, that's everything. these days,
Yes, incredibly so.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, like in a fighting game, you know, you're reacting on like a millisecond, you know, kind of like time scale. People
That's
just
why
want-
people. That's why people have been complaining to Capcom for years for their netcode, and then they started. I think it was like Street Fighter 5. They finally started getting their act together about it, and yeah, now people start to realize, oh, they had a good netcode all along, but well, they just finally distributed it into their games recently, which is we've been trying to tell you is.
I'm sorry, GC. I'm not sure what you are saying, but I keep hearing is net cone, and I'm
Net-
picturing like the cone of shame.
like network coding, Stoker.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's very different.
The big fad right now is, well, not a fad, but it's like the next wave of technology is rollback netcode, which is basically a form of, it basically predicts what you're going to do, and then if it guesses correctly, it can kind of like show the future, and if it guesses incorrectly, it kind of pauses for a second, rolls back, and then does the right thing.
It's funny.
So it's a way to have like zero latency, because it's like, well, yes, you did a thing, and it's going to take 15 milliseconds for it to travel across the wires to your opponent on the other side of the country. Or we could just predict that you're going to do that anyway, and then we show it to them now, and then wait 15 milliseconds and see if we are right.
So it, like, machine learns all your stupid moves and then like mimics them for you.
Well,
And
it's
then- and
not
then if you-
usually machine learning. It doesn't necessarily change on each player or anything, but it's just like, you know, the programmers and designers of the game know how a certain character works, and they know, hey, you're going to do this and then this. And so, you know, 15 milliseconds, you know, not a lot is going to change in that amount of time. Or even 50 milliseconds.
Yeah, you have to
Even
do the black,
100.
you have to do like the Black Mirror version, you know, where it's like predictive responses for your, you know, your AI doppelganger or something. You were gonna say that? No, I wasn't. Yeah, you were. You did say that. No, I didn't. Yes, you did.
Yeah, some programmer is like working on it, and it's really cool, and then one day it just like predicts what he's going to have for lunch.
Yeah.
And he's just like, huh, that's weird. And then it like predicts when he's gonna have a bowel movement. It predicts what he's gonna
Right.
say to his mother on a phone call.
Yeah.
And he's just like, what the hell's going on? And then it like predicts his entire life from now until the moment he dies, including it knows exactly how he's gonna die. And it's just like, oh my god!
Oh, you getting really
Oh,
meta
my
there.
oracle that we've unlocked.
Yeah.
Getting too meta there, Miller. Yeah.
Well, it's a Black Mirror episode. It's gotta be terrifying at some point.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
then the-
okay.
And then
Right.
like, and then it's all like, you'll die because robot dog or something, you know. And
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
Because
like, you will
robot
die because your AI kills you, and he's like,
Yeah,
what?
And then, as he's
course
saying
it-
what, the computer just literally stabs him.
it's just like,
Or the computer just pulls out a gun.
using the,
Well,
the,
no,
yeah, the,
no, it's like a terminal. It's like a terminal line thing, and he's just like, "What? How is it gonna stab me? It doesn't move. It's just a program running on the terminal of the computer." And then, you know, 15 years later, whatever, his program is used to create a series of android house assistants, unbeknownst to him, and then he finds out later.
There's a whale over here.
and the nice, and the twist is like the AI hates him
Oh,
because
hold on,
it's-
hold on. Their name is gonna be Jonah.
that feels a bit on the no,
On the Nona.
on the. No, I was gonna say the twist would be like the AI hates the guy because, you know, for the AI
Billy.
it's been like 10. Oh, Billy, okay. You know, the AI's experienced like 10,000 years inside the computer or whatever.
Now it's
Tell
getting
me,
into,
sorry, what's
I have-
awesome?
now it's getting into I have no mouth and I must scream territory.
Yeah.
Yes, we have done a free Billy.
Free Billy.
Where's the Breath of the Wild thing where you aim your bow in midair and it freezes time, so you can actually hit these things?
Oh,
I wonder if I could do that.
Nice. That was such a hard trick
Nope.
for me to learn. It completely changed, like battling like the Lionels. Like it was only after I learned that little like bullet time, arrow time trick where that I could actually beat them.
I've been
And
replaying
then you can
Breath of the Wild
abuse the hell out of that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Jonas, you can beat the Lionels all you want, but you can never beat yourself.
Oh no.
I've been
Dark
replaying Breath of the
Jonas.
Wild in preparation for Tears of the Kingdom, and I fought some Lionels yesterday. God, they're so much harder on Master Mode.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I've,
Different-
I've
They have health regen if you don't deal damage to them like every 15 seconds, so you have to be so
Aw.
aggressive.
you got to be really fast, and you pretty much have to speed run it. You have to have a whole routine down.
You just
Yeah.
can't do the like dodge, get a couple hits in. Like
Right. You can't
every
just, like-
single moment that they're like a little bit away from you, you have to be like shooting arrows at them to disable the regen.
Aw.
Or doing something. Like you just constantly have to be hitting them. And it definitely makes the rhythm a lot more irregular and harder.
Yeah.
Finger says Master Mode was something I tried once, then never again. I was definitely a lot more irritated with it at the beginning, but now that I'm about halfway through, maybe a little more, I'm fine with it. Like, it's very hard when you're starting out, and it feels like every single monster is just absolutely impossible to kill, but once you get enough weapons and that kind of stuff, things tend to sort of sustain themselves a little better. Stoker Jonas or GC or
Huh?
Rick even.
Huh?
If you did make a game, is there a specific property of something you'd want to make it on, or do you think you'd want to do something original?
Oh, you mean like
Oh.
if I was to make a game based on existing IP?
Or do you feel like if you had the opportunity to make a game, you would just want to do something original?
Like
Well, I mean,
something
I-
original.
Original, yeah.
It depends on a whole bunch of different things. If we're talking about some magical world where I can get away with doing anything I want without being sued, I mean, there's a whole lot of stuff in the Sonic franchise I'd want to fix.
Hmm.
NGL. If I owned Sega, oh man, are there some changes I would make?
Yeah, would you make a specifically SatAM video game?
Not exactly. Because see, the thing is, and this is gonna sound strange coming from me. I do think that the SatAM has some rather significant flaws. Every version of Sonic has some rather significant flaws. Sonic, I've heard it said before, is one of those franchises where people love it not for what it is, but for what they think about what it could be, you know? No, what I would try to do as best I could is sort of do a remix of all of the best elements from all the various iterations of Sonic and do just kind of like a brand new universe that combines them into something kind of new.
Chow Garden?
Huh?
Chow Garden?
I mean, yeah, we could do Chow Gardens. See, because like this is one of the things that I feel the Sonic franchise has lost in recent years. That I would like to see it go back to. How to phrase this? It's lost some of its weirdness. Now, don't get me wrong; it's still plenty weird in many ways. But when I say it's lost some of its weirdness, I mean
there it is.
like
Yep.
their insistence on making Sonic take place on planet Earth, and not just planet Earth, but a fairly contemporary planet Earth, with like actual human beings and like
I just tap the controller. Trips.
normal cities and stuff. I feel like that was a mistake. Because I mean, 90s Sonic in most of its iterations always went for a much more like weird alien fantastical bent with Sonic's world.
Yeah,
Like have
it
you
was
ever
like
seen
on SatAM when they show you Mobius before the fall. It's sort of like a solar punk kind of thing.
Yeah, it is. It
Yeah.
is, and I love that. But did you ever see the two-part Sonic OVA from like 1999, 98, somewhere in there? Anyone? This is an
Was
open
that the
question
one
for
that
anyone.
had? That was the one that had Knuckles in the cowboy hat,
Yes, and it had
that the one?
metal.
and it
Sonic.
had not the princess. No, was it a princess?
There was a
that Eggman
princess. Yeah, her
capturing?
name was Princess Sarah, and she was like an anime cat girl, you
Right,
know,
and-
with the ears
Yeah.
and tails.
Yeah, and there was one part where like Tails got like stuck by glue to a fence, and everyone loves to like screen cap that out of context and be like,
Yeah, that's exactly what they say. That's how they all sound, Jonas. That's amazing. So that OVA is very fun to watch. It's also very freaking weird.
Isn't it on
But-
like YouTube in its entirety?
Yeah, because I mean, nobody cares about the copyright. I think it's the English dub, which is actually like the English translation is extremely faithful to the Japanese dialogue. It may even be too faithful. It doesn't make a lot of sense in
Right.
places, but the voice acting is a whole other thing. Like whoever they got voicing Tails, my god.
I love bad anime voice acting.
Yeah, this was ADV, so you remember what their dubs were like back in the day.
God, yeah.
I
Sure.
think they were also the ones who did Garzy's Wing, weren't they? You know, with the Legend of Gurgi. But no man, it's they did some really the best things about that. Other than the fight scenes with Metal Sonic, were how they made Sonic's world, which was called Planet Freedom in that movie. They made it so very weird and interesting. Like the whole planet was you had like these big, not exactly floating, but kind of floating islands and continents way up above the surface of the world, which are apparently connected by like land bridges, and there's something to do with some massive glacier or something, I don't know. And they called that the Land of the Sky, and the surface world, they called it the Land of Darkness, and it was like mostly unexplored. And it's where Robotnik lives. And they went down there because they had to go to Robotnik City, which was in fact called Robotropolis in that.
Right.
And at one point they passed through like these ruins of like an obviously like 20th century city with skyscrapers and stuff, and they're like, wow, what's all this? I don't know. I just think that's more fun, that's more cool, that's more interesting than having Sonic running around, I don't know, San Francisco.
The thing about like putting Sonic into real world settings, it just well, even besides that, like several of the Sonic games just feel like very generic anime, if you know what
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
No, I
Yes,
hear
I
you.
know.
It's
exactly
like
what
they
you
don't
mean.
really have like a specific direction for Sonic in mind, so they just, you know, plug in a bunch of anime tropes and hope that it comes together.
That's
Yeah.
kind of what they've been doing since at least Sonic Adventure 2.
I mean, when I watched Sonic the cartoon series, I was like, it was pretty straightforward for me at that point. Like humans invading Sonic's world. Bro, Robotnik is just the worst of them. It was pretty straightforward for me.
Which cartoon was it? Because there are quite a few to choose
Oh
from.
yeah. Sorry. Yeah, Saddam.
Yeah. It was Robotnik and Snively were the only two.
Almost.
The show Bible, the show Bible for that had some wacky concepts. The entire reason why Robotnik and his nephew Snively were supposed to be the only two human beings left was that essentially the original plan in the
Nope,
show
you disabled it.
Bible. was that they were part of a manned space mission from Earth. A manned space mission that was gonna be gone for God knows how many years because of like time dilation and shit. And they were on board the craft, and Robotnik fucked everything up for everyone, and they were gonna arrest him or execute him or something, so he and Snively escaped.
Wow.
And in their escape pod, by the time they got back to Earth, all of humanity was gone, and the animals had evolved to become intelligent. And that was the plan in the show Bible.
Didn't they change in the comics like all the humans are living in domes underground or some shit?
Yeah, well, listen, the comics had to do a whole bunch of stuff because at one point Sega was like, you have to do an adaptation of every game we release. And the Archie people were like, but that doesn't make any... We can't make that work with the lore that we've established for our version. And Sega was just like, make it work anyway. So...
Nice.
Each and every bracelet in the entire world is now yours.
That's a lot of bracelets.
Do nothing. What? I worked so hard to get those. No refunds. And nothing's stopping me from climbing as much as I want. I have infinite stamina.
No.
Is that
Whoever
the
that
game's
guy
gonna give
was.
you now?
Yep, the game is now giving you infinite stamina.
Yep. Okay, we need to get the other friend down there. There's also a bunch of monsters to destroy. And pots to break.
Yeah, monsters. Pots.
Yeah.
You know, another thing that's funny to me about the modern Sonic franchise is how they want to very uncomfortably straddle the fence over whether they want Dr. Eggman, if we're going to use his modern name, whether they want him to be a credible threat or if they want him to be a comical goofball.
Yeah.
Like, they kind of try to have it both ways simultaneously, and it creates some very weird dissonance where it's like, oh, he's just a wacky little guy who commits war crimes every other month.
Oh. Get out. As a treat.
Yeah, as a treat.
I mean, I feel like King Dedede kind of falls into the same thing, where they're just like, wait, is he like the villain, or is he just like the second mini-boss after Wispy Woods?
Yeah, but I mean, King Dedede never tried to level a major metropolitan city.
That you know of.
Nor did he ever blow up half of the moon.
That you know of.
Okay, you know what?
Wait,
That's
what do you
fair.
mean blow up the moon? I thought he pissed on the moon.
Okay.
Hmm.
I've come to make an announcement.
I have 37 alternative accounts!
That fan dub is one of the greatest gifts to humanity that
So
has ever been
good.
given us. My favorite part that nobody ever talks about is the guy who was voicing Robotnik in that was one of the people who had never played the game before and didn't know what was going to happen next in the plot during their first playthrough. Because you gotta do SA2 twice, because you gotta do the hero path and the dark path. So, like, the moment that pyramid opened up and there was a space shuttle in it, he was just like so legitimately just like, what?
Nice.
He's like, why is this NASA?
Joker, you see this character?
Mm-mm.
Oh my
Sorry, I was
god.
looking. I see this character.
You know
Hey,
what's...
Soker, their name is me, and they are you.
Is me!
The weird thing was, it was obviously a bat, but it had like a almost kind of a reptile kind of face.
Well, you know, sometimes a bat can be a reptile too.
Hey, that's cheating. This is just
Nope,
your
sorry.
OC. Sure.
I don't make the rules. I just enforce them with an iron fist.
No.
Perform laborious farming and landscaping chores for fun.
Come on.
Okay, one of them wants to have a sci-fi adventure, one of them wants to have a necromancer adventure, and one of them just wants to do farming sims.
No, it's Wild West.
Or, well,
I mean, listen. I would be all for that particular genre smash up. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? No, you can't.
I mean,
Nope, you
can.
can't. Nope. Impossible.
Cowboys versus aliens, and then the only way
Impossible.
they win is that they summon zombies.
No, they summon Dracula.
Yes. See?
And then once the aliens are beaten, they have to fight Dracula because he turns on them now.
But is it
Of
like
course.
regular?
I was
Is
about
it
to say,
regular?
didn't the first Red Dead do something like this? The first Red Dead had some weird DLCs.
The question though is it regular Dracula or like cowboy Dracula? Like is he a cowboy vampire or is he just a vampire that helps cowboys?
Yes. Also,
The name is Vlad Tepish Dracula, and I am the wildest boy out here.
Also, I am told that if you wear the ninja headband, it does a cool thing. I don't know if you have to be in a specific place for it or what.
No,
Run like a weirdo.
I'm going to assume you Naruto run.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably
Of course you Naruto
I mean-
run.
yeah.
Why wouldn't you? Believe it.
He's got
Believe
full
it.
Naruto.
I'm a believer. Are you?
Yush.
Don't Habib it!
That's what he
Twinkie
does.
House!
Yush.
It's been consumed by memes. There's nothing
Alright,
left.
Rick.
Is actually my greatest friend.
Isn't that how Naruto and Sasuke work out?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and then things get fanfiction-y. But, 1, 2,
That sounds great.
5, 6, 7.
What are you doing?
Counting the 7.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I should have done it the normal way I count. That way it wouldn't have been as weird to you. I should have been like 1, 2,
See, that's your go-to. Mine is like 1, 2, 3, 3.
That's a good noise you made with your mouth just then.
Yeah.
I know.
The sound of Jonas snapping somebody's neck, because he
That's
just does that
exactly
sometimes.
what I was thinking.
It's from a
on.
Tootsie Roll commercial.
Trying to determine this.
Tootsie
Do I
Roll
need to go to
commercial.
the other mountaintop from here?
Yeah, I glide across the entire island.
A Tootsie Roll commercial where Jonah snaps someone's neck.
Yeah. How do you get to the center of a Tootsie Roll? I don't know. How do we get to this your center? Hey kids, try a Tootsie Roll. God.
Kingdom Hearts Missing Link.
Yeah,
What?
I have no idea. I've never touched Kingdom Hearts.
I played a little bit of the first one back
Well,
in the day.
Pretty much I played the main series, but yeah,
All I
played
know
the-
about it is the lore is woefully inscrutable.
Right, and like it's got like existential goofy in it, like
Existential Goofy.
what is the
Of
real
course.
meaning of existence?
That's my new band name.
The only reason they have existential Goofy is because they can't give Donald Duck the exposition, or else people would literally not understand what the hell he was talking about.
That'd be
No, just bring
hilarious.
Don Cheadle back.
Cardboard with cardboard.
Funny thing is, Donald is the exposition in the manga.
Oh yeah,
I just-
you know,
On the
Yeah,
manga, it
but-
works because he talks normally.
I know.
I've just
But I like that.
my favorite gag in that DuckTales episode where they had Don Cheadle voicing Donald because of the device that made his like speech impediment understandable was like when they're going to attack the villain's lair in that one, and she's got, because it's Magica Dispel, she's got like a storm around there, and freaking what's her name? Webby's grandmother. What's her name again?
Oh,
It flew out of my head like a duck.
Beakley.
Beakley, thank you. She's like, watch out for the storm, and Donald's steering the ship in there, and he's like, I am the storm. And she's just like, have you been saying things like this the whole time?
Achievement unlocked. Name reveal. Very curious what they're thinking.
I guess with infinite stamina, you can now get to the top of the
Yep.
tower. Oh, Federic demands you talk to Rowan again.
Okay. Achievement unlocked. Interrupt this broadcast.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you Gator. That is all. Your broadcast may now resume.
Love it. 10 out of 10.
All of you, Esquire.
I'm knocking things over, and it's Jonas's fault.
All right, yeah, that's me. Fine.
You tell them your name precisely. Phoenix. Oh, cool.
Dang nabbit, I knocked it over. That's the same thing I've knocked over like
Stoker.
3 times.
Don't touch anything ever.
You know you can change your name, right? People do it all the time. What? Is this true? Well, then, I got Phoenix. I will be reborn with a new name. A new name that I will invent on my own with my vast creative ability. Here it comes.
Garbage.
Garbin.
Garbins. Or Garbinther? No, Garbinther's my name. My name is now Garbint. What a cool name. Yes?
Yes.
Gotcha. It seems I have been bamboozled by my own inability to fabricate fun names. Oh well, I suppose my name will just have to be Garbins for all eternity. In light of my previous failure, I feel I must come clean. You haven't told me your name yet? Yes, it is true. I have been fictitious in regards to my name. In my penance for this act, I shall be truthful. This time, it's the truth. My true name is B. B? Like the letter B? A common mistake, but a mistake nonetheless. Think buzzier and yellower, buzz buzz. Oh, like a V. Your name is B. No, no, no. You think a simple name such as that would befit one such as I? Must be more powerful, more extra, more E. B?
Yeah, you're more extra.
More! B? More! B? That's more like it!
Amazing.
Jonas, is this character just you?
Could be.
Don't you mean could be?
Would be.
Achievement unlocked, believe me, that is the real name. You'll never tell me your real name. And it really is Rowan. Oh, well, okay. What is it?
I like how
Achievement unlocked, embrace the unknown. It's nice that I know your name now.
Oh, now it's gonna be cyclical.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like how annoyed the Gator was getting though.
Do a barrel.
Do a barrel.
Just a barrel. Don't need the roll part.
Can have a little barrel as a treat.
Oh.
Can have a little queen barrel as a treat.
Do the plan. You lost 10 friends to do that.
It's got so many buttresses.
Nice.
Anyone ever see that Undertale screenshot where Toriel is presenting you with the pie, and it's been like the screen cap's taken at just the right moment where she's like, "Surprise! It is a butt."
Oh, but that's funny.
It's very funny to me.
I like how he just drew himself into it.
As you do.
Oh yeah, marketplace. The place that would engage in some wicked commerce.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ah, it's a con.
These are just cheap tourist bait.
Pot kid gets to have their pot. Sleep in their pot. Have their.
Go on. Go on. Keep talking about Pot Kitty. Or as the rest of us call him, Sprigatito.
Don't say that about Sprigatito.
Tee-hee-hee.
I like that cat. Even though he's trying to take over my position.
Bang.
I'm the green kitty.
The only one ever.
Ever.
You're like, that position is already filled.
Yes.
I had a friend in
And then Nintendo's like, no, that's in Canada only.
I had a friend in Phantom about 1,000,000 years ago who had a moss cat as a character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to talk to everybody once everything's set up.
It's me. I want to do a sci-fi. The train also wants to do a sci-fi.
That's, it's putting in its vote, yep.
I'll just bring it back.
Okay, doke. Ah, GC. Every minute that you're gone feels like 60 seconds.
Every 60 seconds, a minute passes in Africa. Only you can help stop this. Thank you for your support.
It's not 60 seconds in Canada. There's the exchange rate. It's like 53 seconds or something.
That's how bad their exchange rate's gotten.
The Canadian
It's
seconds.
57.999.
The Canadian second's been sagging against the dollar.
Well, they do say time is money.
The ideal tool for losing foam darts.
Nice. Yeah, this reminds me a tiny bit of Short Hike.
Isn't it by the same people?
Is it?
Yes.
Well, that's probably why then.
Funny that.
Pew 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 pew.
Thought you had them, didn't
The
you?
foam
Jones?
darts stick onto the rock.
Yeah, I'll get them next time though.
Next time, Gadget.
You know, in the next iteration of my personal vendetta. Yippee.
Excuse me.
Space dome fits perfectly. Will definitely hold off the vacuum of space.
Yay.
It just covers your eyes.
Nice.
That's where most of the air escapes. You know,
All right,
science.
Air is stored in the
Ew.
balls.
Shout us.
Did I get it wrong?
You know, that reminds me of seeing someone posting one of those bad writing excerpts on Twitter or Tumblr or one of the others, and someone was describing their eyes, that they were looking at something as like their black balls. And someone was like, I finally found a term for eyes worse than orbs.
Oh yeah, laser sword.
And then someone else's response to that was, I can't believe you made me read this with my own balls.
I'm a little disappointed that it doesn't make just woo-woo noises when swinging this.
Well, that's what you have to do, Rick. That's your content.
Yeah.
wow,
Yep.
wow.
There, see?
You have to be the woo-woo.
Now you're playing around.
Now you're playing with power. You know, I remember reading that it was a very difficult thing for many of the actors on the prequel trilogy when they got the prop lightsabers to, like, suppress the instinct to make the noises themselves when they were swinging them around. Just like, no, I want to...
Yeah, that feels like one of those things where it's like, as the prop master, you have to like make a hollow end on them or something. That way they actually make sound when the actors swing them around, just so the actors don't try to make sound themselves. Kill them all! Kill them all! Simon Tesla said they have to ADR all the audio.
You don't say.
That's true. You specifically, prop departments have to make props that don't make sounds. The one that always surprised me is they have to make, they can't use actual paper bags. They have to make paper bags out of vinyl, so when they move, they don't make any sound.
One that always
Yeah.
weirds me out.
And
is
they
like
have to
when-
make, cue balls out of rubber.
One that always weirds me out is when they're doing a crowd scene like a restaurant, and everyone, and like you see, like you watch the behind the scenes, no one's actually making any noise as they just silently pretend to talk in the background.
Yeah, that's always fun. You know, the one I always think about whenever I watch the original Halloween, which is supposed to be taking place, you know, on Halloween in the Midwest, but they were actually shooting in California in the summer. So they had, like, prop leaves that they put on the ground to be like, these are the fall leaves all over the ground, but they were just like leaves that they had taken and hand painted in fall colors and scattered them around. And after every take, every scene they were done with them, they had to gather them back up again by hand because the production couldn't afford to replace them.
Nice.
Mm. I heard there was something similar with I think it was in Breaking Bad. There were some scenes where they had to have huge amounts of cash on scene. And of course, there's like prop cash you can use that like has a blank backside or whatever. But some of the times you just need to actually have $2,000 of $10 bills on set. And every time they did that, they would be like, all right, lockdown. No one is allowed to leave until we have counted the $2,000 back in our hands.
Yep. That's how it goes in the showbiz.
They did something like that for a Doctor Who episode, I think, at one point. They like there was a scene where the Doctor has to use a sonic screwdriver to like get a bunch of money out of an ATM. Like he makes spit the money as a distraction, and like they made like completely like obvious counterfeit money. Like it had like a picture of the Doctor on it, you know, as the.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny money.
Exactly. How good.
Ice cream, I want ice cream. I don't have any ice cream.
Well, Miller, whose fault is that?
Yeah, that's a you problem.
That's adult me's problem. Adult me told me to not buy ice cream because it's unhealthy. Adult me sucks.
Well, at least you've identified the source of the problem. Oh, Jonas, you wanna know, I've talked about Svengoolie on here before, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Miller, Rick, I have mentioned that. I know I've told Jonas about it, but have I talked about Svengoolie on here before?
Maybe.
Okay, so, like...
It sounds familiar, but I don't think you have.
Alright, so, for anyone who is not familiar, there used to be this concept called the horror host, where it was someone who would host horror movies, introduce them, make, you know, bad jokes and puns and stuff.
I wish that was still
kind
a
of riff
thing.
on the movies a little bit. What'd you say?
I said I wish that was still a thing, but go on.
Well, I mean, it is still a little bit. Like, probably the most famous example is Elvira. The Crypt Keeper has a little bit of that going on, too. But there's a tiny handful of the old school people back in like the 50s through the 70s, which was the heyday of this whole thing, who are still doing it. And one of them is a guy who calls himself Svengoolie. He's based out of Chicago, and he was kind of a major local celebrity there. But in recent years, he's become part of this nostalgic cable channel called MeTV, so his stuff's being broadcast nationally, and he's kind of become like this breakout star all of a sudden. He says he was an overnight success that took 40 years to happen. And every week he plays classic horror and or sci-fi movies, usually pretty old stuff like Creature from the Black Lagoon, or, you know, Dracula, or what have you. But sometimes he dips all the way as late as the 80s. And tonight, my dad and I watch it every week. Tonight he played Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which my dad had never seen, and I took great delight in showing him because he had no idea what to expect from this. There is no horror movie that commits to the bit quite like that movie does.
Can you destroy those candles?
I mean, you can destroy anything if you put your mind
Those
to
are
it.
not candles.
That's what Mom always used
Aren't
to tell
they?
me.
Oh, are they? Okay. They were just
think-
in
yeah, they-
completely different positions from upright.
Yeah.
Mom never wanted me to doubt my ability to destroy things.
Hey, Stoker, you know what you should do?
What?
Destroy
You
things?
should make. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, sure. Bring the carnage, but you should make. You should make a YouTube channel where you pretend to be one of those horror movie hosts, and then just do your own cheesy low budget intros for the movies that you've always wanted to do horror movie intros for.
Man, you tempt me so hard.
I mean, you could totally get away with it. I mean, nothing in those would be copyrighted material. You're just, you're just providing the service.
Mm-hmm.
Then they can like watch that before. Oh,
Okay, you'll probably want to see this.
All right, I'm looking. Oh my god, this is so
Immortal
extra.
bumbles into my domain.
Oh no.
Wait, how do you know the shoulder is cold? Aren't you cold-blooded?
He screamed.
yeah, it's silly.
This is the best character in this game. I say this as a completely unbiased observer.
Uh,
Hold on, this is a hyena. I need to take a picture of it.
For reasons.
he's covered in ice cream? Okay.
Excuse me. Oh, how did he react to the movie? He actually ended up liking it quite a bit. Dad was not expecting to like it. He rolls his eyes every time I bring this movie up. And he was, like, making a big, like, overly dramatic show out of faux dreading that it was coming up this week. And then he ended up loving it, so...
Nice.
You've seen it, right, Jonas?
Which one?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh, that's another one I haven't seen in a million years. Like my
But you
friend...
have seen it at least once.
Yeah, I had a friend who like had stuff like
Was
that.
a Killer Clown.
Yes, it was Killer Clown. Yes. Now I had one friend who was like he introduced me to Try the Living Dead. What else? God. The American version of The Ring.
Mm-hmm.
What else did he have?
I like the whole telegram sticker.
But no, he had a bunch of stuff. You would have liked him.
Yeah, he sounds like my kind of people.
He also introduced me to a bunch of hentai, but we won't get into that.
Most of that is circulating through Gene's gig economy at the moment.
Ah, sad face.
Oh, number I don't recognize. Wait, why are you a nickel?
I love these text moments.
I'm sure I have an app or something. Was that? Never mind.
How are you so upset with sorbet? Sorbet's great.
This isn't the flavor I think it is. Is it? I hope it isn't going to be that hard.
Blood ice cream.
Yeah.
I love it. I think he has to whisper it.
Kiki. Icy cream. God, I love this character.
Can't imagine why.
Let me say this one again. Black cherry.
Oh, hell yeah! I am all about this.
Black cherry's great. I don't know what the ice
It
cream
is
guy was about.
So good.
I never tried black cherry.
Just tell him it's a Dracula movie marathon.
Yeah, kinda. Stay in the cave forever.
Forever.
You get vampire fangs with the thing.
I love
Nice.
this. This is so... Oh, man, I love this.
It's very cute.
I love the harpsichord music, too.
One eternity later.
I really want to. Break continuity. Oh, so if there was a good lore reason we could leave? Sunscreen, magic spell, very fast.
Just outrun the light.
Our vampire's super fast, that's canon, right? Yeah, so it can't be that fast. Too big. I appreciate it.
This is such a good game.
Oh, Rick, it's midnight.
Oh, shoot, it
Alrighty.
is. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice it. Wow.
Time
we just-
flies when you are an immortal creature of the night, where a
If we just wanna
century can
finish
feel
the
like
game.
but a day.
If you just want to finish the game, we could probably do that tonight. But if you want 100% it, then yeah, this is probably at least another stream.
I want to 100% it.
Nice.
I like to see the end, though. If we can.
So yeah, this is definitely a one more night kind of thing.
Yep.
All right.
We will continue this next time.
On Rick Ball Z.
Next
Alright.
time on Rick Balls.
Remember, you have all been contracted to darkness. You must
That's
be
right.
here at night.
You're
Okay.
all creatures of the night now. Get used to it.
Go have your was it blackberry ice cream?
Yes.
Black
your black
cherry.
cherry ice
Black
cream.
cherry, sorry.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night,
Good
night.
See you later, little
Good
gator.
evening.